All right. It's Friday. We're here. Greetings and salutations. It's Friday night draw time.
Yay!
And as always, I am here with my good buddy Rodney Fike. How are we doing tonight, sir?
We are doing fantabulous. How are you, my friend?
Excellent. I got a belly full of pizza and wings and stromboli. I'm doing good.
Wow, we got bellies full of pizza as well. No stromboli or wings, but
Yeah, we had to partake. The pizza joint Shorty's has their pizza of the month, and it's an Italian stromboli. So basically, it's an Italian sub thrown inside stromboli.
oh, that sounds terrible.
All right, so terrible, so terribly good.
Exactly.
And
Yum.
we also finally tried their bagel pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is literally like a giant bagel bite.
Ooh,
It was
that
really good.
that doesn't sound bad at all.
They got some hookup with a company where they get like giants. I don't know how big would you say that bagel is? 16 inches. It's the size of an extra large pizza, but it is a literal bagel that, no joke, is probably about 2, maybe 3 inches thick at the thickest part.
Wow, that's a lot of dough.
Oh, but it's so good.
Put you.
Hey, what do you know? Justin and Cameron are here.
Hey guys, how are we doing tonight?
How is it going? The producers were yelling at us because, I don't know, at least yelling at me because I was running a little bit behind because I was finishing up remarks, literally watching paint dry. And it was like we had 1 minute, and I'm like, Justin and Cameron will be okay if we're a minute late. You are like the true believers. You're here. You're with us. We can count on you unless there's extenuating circumstances.
You guys are our rocks.
But you guys get the shared number one fan position, I think.
Yep. With Edward running a close second.
Yes. And see those extenuating circumstances. I know Edward's under the weather, so he's had to get some rest and everything.
Well, let's all wish him well. Hope he gets better quickly.
Hope for a speedy recovery.
All right.
So, Friday night, we've already broken in saying we've had some yummy eats for this evening. How's everybody's Friday treating them?
We're doing well.
Mine's better since I don't have to talk to you.
What did she say?
Producer B said that hers is better now that she doesn't have to talk to mean people anymore.
Oh, that's always a plus.
They can be quite harsh.
Oh, no doubt. Better pull this camera back a little bit. I think I zoomed in for this morning.
I would move that for you, but you'll get so upset if I reach over there.
Did he find you, Producer B?
No, it's Beanie.
Oh, it's Beanie.
Beanie's over here, but my taxes are in her chair, and she's looking at me like, a lady? Is there enough paper in my chair?
What is this paper? This is my chair. Hello.
Oh, are you upsetting the delicate balance of kitty chairs?
I think she is.
Oh, somebody's gonna be in for a world of hurt, I'm sure.
Well, she's already in for a world of hurt because Sherman's on the lookout for her.
Uh-oh.
He heard from an anonymous source, me, that she was talking shit about him.
Uh-oh.
So now he's looking. He's aiming. He's looking for her. She said she wasn't scared of him.
Yeah, Sherman's got the old baseball bat out and ready to bust some kneecaps. I've seen and heard such things.
All it takes from Sherman is this that sandpaper tongue. Producer B is not a fan of cat tongue. Oh, Sean fell into a hole.
Yeah, I gotta send a message because I got interrupted saying we had a minute to go and I didn't fully type the thought. I left out an integral word. Anthony's in the house. What's going on?
What's happening, Anthony?
Let's see. Justin says Stitch and Moon Knight are going to fight. There we go.
That's right. It's a knife fight. So, Sean, if one were to be looking for you on the interwebs, where might one find you?
Well, they might find me on the Facebook, the Twitch, the Instagram, the Twitter, and the whatnot at Sean Forney Art. And they would find more additional information at the SeanForney.com. And you can search me out on the YouTube. Look for Sean Forney Art there so you can find these fun, lively little streams that we do weekday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, and to tune in to see the Friday night draw stream that you're currently watching.
There we go.
And where might these fine folks find you on these interwebs?
Well, if one were to be so inclined to find me, you could find me at Instagram, Rodney_Fike. You could also find me at Hazm.com. It's HAZZUM, where all of our books are available. Peanut Pudding and Jelly, Pitter Patter, Roadkill Rampage. You can also find me on Facebook at the Rodney Fike Art. And on Twitch, Rodney Fike at Twitch.
Excellent.
We're getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, we are. We're slowly but surely getting there.
Now we just have to add it at the end.
Now, what'd she say?
She says, now we just have to add it at the end.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got to get better at that one, too. And we should probably also say, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe and follow and all those good fun things.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it. Smash it now.
Smash it. Smash the button, y'all.
Get those notifications when we go live.
Cameron says, so while I'm at work, my client is watching the Reds Braves game. Wonder how y'all will do this season, Rodney. Not well. We are currently watching the Reds and Braves as well. They're on the tube with the volume muted.
I don't think you can use those terms anymore. I don't think those count.
What terms are those?
Reds and Braves.
Hey, I'm just reading what it says on the TV.
Justin added one for us. Click that bell.
Click that bell.
Click that bell for notifications and come see the zaniness that transpires.
This is true. And we can be quite zany. We can test the hell out of that squirrel button.
Right?
So I was listening to the Greg Pak interview on Marvel Sirius Radio today. Really seems like a nice guy.
Oh yeah. He did a panel that we saw at Star Wars Celebration at the last one.
Yeah.
Christy Blanche hosted it, and he was on there. And I couldn't tell you which Star Wars book he was doing at the time.
I've seen him. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I know he was doing one of the series that was coming out right about that time. So whatever came out in 2019, he was one of the writers involved. And yeah, it seems like a totally nice guy, and really neat to see see the panel and see kind of his thought process of how he approached doing the Star Wars books and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, he I've seen him at shows. But he's always been too busy to stop and talk to. But it's an interesting take on he's half Asian, half Korean, half American. So it was the interview was all about his diversity in the Marvel universe and how it relates to how he wrote the Hulk and all that. So it was pretty interesting interview.
Yeah, wasn't he the co-creator? At least I thought he was the co-creator of Amadeus Cho.
Yeah. Yeah, him and J.M. DeMatteis, I think he said it was. Or maybe I've got that wrong. I'm not quite sure.
Works for me. I don't know. I just when he said that when he was writing Hulk, it's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he was involved in that.
Yeah. I've got both of. I've got the World War Hulk and Planet Hulk trades. So it kind of makes me want to pull them out and start reading them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin says, click that bell. Cameron says, tomorrow will be fun going to a new local one-day con and then gonna see Sonic 2. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find some time to go see Sonic. We got our tickets. We're going next week to see Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, that's cool.
We're making our plans with friends. It was friends that were supposed to go with us to see what did we go see? It was Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix in concert last weekend. But they had their kiddo got sick.
Uh-oh.
And so they couldn't join us for the evening. So we made plans knowing that Fantastic Beasts was coming out. So they're gonna go hang with us for the evening, as well as one of Steph's other coworkers, and go check out the new Fantastic Beasts.
Now that's a spinoff of the Harry Potter stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so like the newest one coming out deals with Dumbledore, and we're back in time. This is set in like the 1920s, 1930s. When Dumbledore was just a young man. And he's going to fight Grindelwald, which is where he gets the Elder Wand. Everybody cares. Everybody needs to know about Harry Potter.
He's educating the masses.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go check that out.
Well, I hope you guys have a good time.
Cameron's gonna go see Fantastic Beast. Next weekend for his birthday, and then Justin's going to see Ambulance on Sunday. The trailers for that do kind of look good.
Oh yeah, it's a total smash him up, rob him up, blow him up, chase him up, rob, bang bang, good.
Well, it is a Michael Bay film.
Oh yeah.
It's Michael Bay and Jake Gyllenhaal, and I forget the other fellow that's in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to place place him. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Oh, let's see. And the lid bounces all the way under the desk.
Of course it does.
If I can't reach it with a back scratcher.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Can they
see.
get Rodney an extendable back scratcher?
I think we got it. I think we're good, baby. Thank you, though. There we go. Woohoo! We have successfully retrieved the fallen lid.
Excellent.
Crisis averted. Oh. Oh, nice.
Because I'm sure. Oh, hey, Edward's here.
Hey, Edward. What's up, Edward?
So I'm sure everybody wants to know our current ongoings. Got the next Power Ninja Tunes cover penciled and sent it off to Rodney for some inks.
Yay.
Should have that finished up next week, and it'll be available from Joel's Art Collectibles sometime soon.
That's right. Start working on that tomorrow.
And I after I got that done, so I was off on my timing of the surprise cover.
Uh-oh.
So I got that done. I think I actually finished it before I streamed this morning. Got some stuff set up and started working on one of the Scarlet Huntress covers, and got that penciled, and then started working on another one. And then it was after we actually got back from grabbing dinner and stuff. That's when the email popped up with the new cover. I was like, hey, at least I got through the day, and I get till Monday to work on that one. So I was kind of expecting it this morning, but hey, came a little bit later, so it all panned out.
Yeah, you called it.
I know it's convention season, so I know that I know it's going to happen.
Right.
What was the determination on the Hunter's Con exclusive? Well, let's ask Producer A. Hey, Producer A, how about doing Tila as Scarlet as Tila? She's not going to dignify that with an answer. She didn't like my ideas there. Well, your ideas that I passed along. I thought it was a cool idea. I tried. I really tried.
You tried. Hey, that's all you can do is try. We'd be disappointed if you didn't try.
Yes. Let's see. Edward has been reading some of his comics. Excellent. Cameron says Morbius is doing better than it should. Well, it's the movie that everybody wants to go see because it says Marvel, and they totally hosed everybody with the marketing, and Yeah, I'll just squirrel myself there.
That good, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible, but it is definitely. It just doesn't make sense. I'll just leave it at that.
So we'll just wait for it to come out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, except for it won't be on Disney Plus.
That's right. We had this discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll eventually come to Disney Plus because Sony did make a deal with Marvel that the Spider-Man movies would show up, and I don't know if that's going to count. But at least the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I believe, are supposed to hit Disney Plus next year. I think it was 2023. Maybe it's 2024. But at the time, it was just the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, so I don't know if eventually Morbius would be included or Venom would be included.
Right.
But nah, just wait till it hits like FX or something.
There you go.
That's how I watched the first Venom.
There we go. Justin, see, somebody listens to me. Justin jumped back on Marvel Unlimited.
Nice.
Glad to hear it, my friend. Glad to hear it. So, Edward, what books are you reading? I saw him post some covers today. Or was that yesterday?
Edward, I think it was last week, and sent me a cool link to a new Moon Knight pop. It was I forget which cover it was, which issue, but it actually had like a background maquette of the cover to whichever Moon Knight book, and then a little exclusive Funko Pop of
Right.
Moon Knight in front of it. It's pretty neat looking.
I still can't believe the popularity of those things still.
Oh, they're insane.
It is. It's crazy.
They're so fun though.
Yeah.
I've got a few of them. And I saw that they're putting out some new Masters of the Universe ones, so those will be mine. Yes. Pretty sure A is trying to say they won't, but they will. Totally should have used Wayne's line of it will be mine at the Sweetwater, and I totally forgot to do it.
Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her, right?
Right. Yeah, Rodney, you're getting yourself into a lot of trouble right now.
Should I squirrel myself?
Nah, not yet. I'd say dig the hole just a tiny bit deeper.
Okay. Edward says the new one called Little Monsters just came out with issue 2 this week, and there was one called Rad Wraith and Slumber. Okay.
I've seen the covers for that Little Monsters book. It looks interesting. I'm not familiar with the other two at all.
So Justin, did you got Marvel Unlimited back? What did you start reading anything? I'm still working my way through the Uncanny X-Men. It's so funny too because I'm reading where they're fighting X Factor and the X-Men are fighting Madeline Pryor and Jean Grey over Nathan. Do you remember that?
Nope. I'm thinking that might be before my time.
Yeah, that's before Jim Lee. And it's it's been so long that I didn't remember any of it, so it was like reading it new. But it's crazy how. So apparently, Mr. Sinister grew Madeline Pryor in a test tube and used the energy, the DNA energy from the Phoenix Force, basically because she was born at the same moment that Jean Grey died. The Phoenix died. And Mr. Sinister just happened to be somewhere out there in the cosmos and nabbed her energy and infused the test tube baby with the DNA. So it was basically cloning Jean Grey, which is
okay. So that's how Madeline Pryor came to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, that's before my time. I'm familiar with a little bit of it, but because I never actually read it, and it was only like seeing like articles about it or reading it on trading cards.
Yeah.
I don't know like enough of it, you know. It's kind of a gobbledygook of mess.
Yeah, it's been a little painful to get through.
Nice.
Claremont is so wordy. It's sometimes it's really annoying. Yeah, the Goblin Queen. Yeah. Cameron says, so what do y'all think they will do if Jim Carrey retires? They have said they won't recast Robotnik. So who would the villain be going forward after that happens if it does?
No clue. I doubt he actually retires.
That's just probably stuff he's saying to get people to go look at what he's currently doing, which is Sonic.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it in response to the whole smack heard around the world thing, and I get it. I get where he's coming from and stuff, but at the same time,
The
I
slap.
doubt it.
Yeah, the slap.
I think somebody's gonna wave a big enough check, and he'll be like, "Sure, I'll be in it."
Exactly.
And if he does retire, he retires. Hey, dude's got to probably have quite a bit of money saved up, I would hope.
Oh yeah.
He at least doesn't come across as the type that's like, you know, buying like super extravagant crazy things and just, you know, blowing every single cent that he's got. But hey, maybe he does. I don't know.
Have you seen his studio? He's a painter.
No.
He's got this huge, it's like a garage that he's converted into a studio. And he paints.
Really?
Yeah. And he's very, very passionate about it. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I don't remember where I saw the video, but you know who? What was it? David Letterman? No, who was it? Oh man, that's gonna bug me till I can remember who it was. It might have been Seinfeld. Two comedians in cars getting coffee.
Okay.
It might have been that episode where he's there with him.
I'll have to go hunt that down because that would be kind of cool to check out.
Yeah, it's got some really a lot of it's abstract and stuff, but it's pretty interesting stuff.
Edward says, and I read We Have Demons, which I enjoy. I haven't got to fully read it. I flipped through it. I'm enjoying what I did catch of the story as I was kind of flipping through the book. It's Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's new.
Oh yeah.
Started out on Amazon on Comixology, and now I think it's coming out through Dark Horse, maybe. I don't know. I picked it up at the comic shop the other day. It's got a bunch of behind the scenes material on the back of it.
Sweet. Justin said he's probably going to start on Marvel Unlimited with the Guardians.
Nice.
Contemporary Guardians or old school 70s Guardians?
It was a neat little thing at the Marvel exhibit that we went to on the Guardians.
Yeah.
It talked about how God, I can't think of the two writers. What is it? Dan? It's like what, Abbott and Lenning or something like that. Whatever. The two guys that kind of rehash Guardians in the 2000s or whatever, that they eventually kind of based the movie around. So basically, they started out with like a group of characters, and they were allowed to add to it and bring in the characters that they eventually did, because it was like the characters hadn't been used in such a long period of time. They basically had free reign to do whatever they wanted.
Right.
And I just thought that was pretty cool that they were given that blank canvas. Essentially, it was like, here, you guys can use any of these characters because nobody knows who they are anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they were so sparsely used. I mean, I can remember in a couple of issues of Avengers, and then I can remember them in an issue or two of Marvel 2-in-1 with the Thing, and they were really only ever They were in Captain Marvel. They were only ever supporting characters at best.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, and I think it was the first set of Marvel trading cards had come out, and I got the rookie card for Guardians of the Galaxy, and I took them with me one time when we were at my grandparents' house, and I was showing my uncle, and he's like, "Why are they calling Guardians of the Galaxy rookies? They had a book when I was a kid."
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like years later that I finally discovered the original Guardians of the Galaxy and what they were compared to what they did with them in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Jim Valentino.
Yep.
I never read that.
I read a few issues. I think they did like a couple of crossovers with some of the Guardians and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because they used Vance Astro / Marvel Boy kept bouncing back and forth between the two timelines, because he was in New Warriors, as Marvel Boy or whatever they called him, and then Vance Astro in Guardians.
Okay.
And so that was like my familiarity with at least that lineup.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of Valentino's artwork, so I couldn't get into it. Super nice guy, but just didn't really care much for his artwork.
Yeah. So Justin's going to be reading the modern stuff for Gamora.
Oh, there you go. When does the school year end for Steph? It's coming up.
May 26th.
Oh, nice.
And then she should tell everybody where she's going May 27th. Okay.
Where's she going May 26th?
Can't tell anybody because she doesn't want to jinx it.
Fine.
I didn't spoil it. I had to tell you to make sure you didn't plan anything else. Next thing I would have known, we would have been like roped into doing some crazy something.
Justin said he actually claimed an OG Guardians book a few days ago. Their first solo one.
Oh, nice. To infinity and beyond. Yeah, when's that come out?
Should be sometime soon, shouldn't it? Isn't it coming out this summer?
Yeah, it might even be this month.
Holy Toledo. It's 7-0 Atlanta. What the hell happened?
The red showed up.
That's right. Well, no, they didn't.
Atlanta, they went to the boardwalk.
They went somewhere.
That might be all I know about Atlanta.
Have you ever been to Atlanta?
Nope.
So you know that's the home of Coca-Cola, right?
Sure.
Okay. Well, so they've got this Coca-Cola restaurant. It's kind of like In-N-Out Burger. They serve burgers and fries, and it's all about Coca-Cola. And so it's like a big staple in Atlanta because it's the home of Coca-Cola.
Okay, yeah.
So that's a place. Now, keep in mind, I haven't been there in 20 years. But yeah. And then It's traffic in Atlanta sucks. So,
That I've heard.
yeah, so if you're going to go to Atlanta, be prepared to sit in traffic.
No, I'm good.
Even people that are driving down to Florida plan to do it around rush hour in Atlanta.
Oh yeah. I've heard that story a number of times from a number of people.
Yeah. You do not want to hit Atlanta at rush hour. Because even though 75 has 7 lanes in Atlanta, it's just not enough.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be something I don't think I could sit through and do of try to make that trek and drive through there and deal with any of the nightmare stories.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times, and you were better served to take the state routes. That's right. Edward says you also have the varsity, and Justin says Coke battered fries.
Oh, Coke battered fries. When I saw it at first, I thought it said cake battered fries. I'm like, oh, I'm all over that. Coke battered fries, I'd still try it.
I mean, how bad could that be?
I don't think it could be bad, but that's me.
No, man, it's Coke. It's Coca-Cola. Other than your limbs going numb from the sugar overload, once you get past the pins and needles, you're all good.
Why not?
Just keep banging your foot on the floor so it doesn't, fall asleep on you. Keep that circulation going. You'll be all right.
Sign me up.
In between dunking your fries in ketchup, bang that foot on the floor. You'll be just fine.
Cameron says that makes him want, want funnel cakes from the fair later this year. I'm down for that.
We have a funnel cake truck that parks up the street I don't know what their schedule is, but in the parking lot of the Ace Hardware.
Funnel cakes. Our Ace Hardware does food trucks every once in a while as well. Waiting for the old food truck season to start. The depot's been kind of slow. There hasn't been a whole lot of trucks.
Huh. Well, it's been pretty chilly.
Yeah.
Although Sunday is supposed to be sunny and 72 or 62.
I'll take it. We actually had hail earlier.
We had sleet on the way home.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah. We it started out, we had I don't remember how you pronounce it, grapple or whatever. We had that, and then it turned into some bigger hail stuff after a few minutes, and it was real short lived. But yeah, it started coming down like right before Steph left school to come home. It started coming down, and I texted her for warner because I'm like, we've got warnings that we could be getting hail. Like they were actually putting out a bunch of stuff on the news and the weather apps and whatnot, and it only did the little sleet ice pellet things for a few minutes, and then it went away. And then we grabbed dinner. We got back. Oh, and while it was doing that, the first go around, there was thunder. Like it didn't look like it was dark or anything outside, but it just all of a sudden thunder started rolling the whole bit.
Huh.
And so I let her know. I was like, yeah, like they're calling for all sorts of crap. And then we got dinner, came home, and shortly after eating, it started up again.
Huh. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like it's supposed to be spring here, folks. Where's my nice sunny weather?
Oh, cool. Edward says my local comic store is going to have 2 people that have been on Walking Dead, not like major character lists, but we're going to be there for free comic book day. Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Cameron said they had sleet and snowflakes this morning. Justin says, what else would a Coke restaurant have, Cameron? Coke sauce. I miss Coke sauce on your Coke infused burger. I'm totally good and ready to rock and roll with that.
Yep, sign me up.
I like making barbecue with Coke.
Okay, so have you ever used Coca-Cola to clean battery acid off of a battery post on your car?
Not on my car. Did it like science experiments in like grade school and stuff.
I actually did it on, well, it wasn't my car, it was my buddy's car. We were heading somewhere in town and the car kept dying. And it was an old 57 Ford Ranchero. And this thing was a beast. And we pulled over on the side of the highway, and the posts were just covered with corrosion.
Oh.
So we got out the old wire brush and brushed it off, and then got back to the house. Once we got back to the house and, turned it off, and you poured that bottle of Coke on there, and just let it sit.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Nice and clean.
And Justin's questioning my barbecue with Coke. Yeah, I've made barbecue sauce with Coke and Dr. Pepper. I like it with Dr. Pepper. That's good. I picked that up from Mr. Bam himself, Mr. Emerald Lagasse. But yeah, a lot of folks will like pre-do their ribs in Coke.
Oh yeah, because it breaks it down so it's more tender.
Yeah, it works good as a marinade, and it works good to make sauce. When I was a kid, my mom got a recipe from, I think, somebody she worked with or something like that, and it was like basically making barbecue chicken, but she made it in a crock pot, and you put Coke and barbecue sauce in it.
Yep.
We did that quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember my mom would make a ham, and she would put the instead of using brown sugar, she'd put the pineapple slices on it, and then maraschino cherries, and then she'd take a bottle of Coke and pour the bottle of Coke over it.
Yeah.
Stick it in the oven, let it bake.
Yep. Justin says, see, I was joking before, and now I find out it's a real thing. You Easterners are interesting. Hey.
Hey, we like our food.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, I picked up the the Dr. Pepper thing from Emerald, and he's Cajun or whatever.
Got a little bit of Creole in him.
I think so.
Cameron says Southerners, thank you.
I wouldn't consider us Easterners. We're Midwest.
We're Midwesterners, yeah.
Don't be lumping us in with them Easterners.
Although I think we're on the border. I think anything east of Ohio is considered Easterner.
He's what now?
He was born in Massachusetts.
Emerald was born in Massachusetts, but like
To a French-Canadian family from Quebec.
to a French Canadian family from Quebec. So he's Canadian?
His parents, I think his dad's side is French-Canadian. His mom is Portuguese.
Emerald Lagasse.
So did he just like do his schooling in like New Orleans? Because man, everything he does when he cooks and stuff, it is all based on New Orleans Creole, that whole bit. That's
Well, if he's French, the French settled New Orleans, so that makes sense.
yeah, like yeah, he grew up in Massachusetts and so what was it? Did he do schooling there or just that's where he started working? That's where he started working. Okay. Because he became an executive chef at Commander's Palace?
Yeah, in New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
I bet you he makes a wicked chowder.
Probably. Ohio is so far east, though. It might be, but we're still not Easterners. What's up, Rob? You joined us for the awkward conversation. So I guess this would be a tricky one. What's Pennsylvania considered? Is that Eastern or is that still Midwest?
Well, I in my mind, it's Eastern because, like, Allentown, Pennsylvania is right there on the coast, isn't it?
I believe so. I mean, Pennsylvania is huge, and it basically does run over right up. Runs into New York, runs into what else am I trying to think of? Anyway, yeah, it's far enough east, in my opinion. I would think it would be east, but it's definitely not East Coast. And I guess that's where my head always goes when somebody saying east is like talking East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, my head goes to the same place.
I've been to Pennsylvania, definitely east. Redwood says Frank Miller and Todd, I think he's saying Todd McFarlane are working on a project again. Or is it actually Tom McFarland? Rob, what are we drawing tonight? So I've got a Moon Knight on the board here, and Rodney is doing Stitch. And I don't know, does the doll have a name?
Yeah, it actually does. I can't think of it though.
So yeah, that's what Rodney's drawing. Edward says I'm living here in Pennsylvania on the Jersey-New York State borderline. Okay. I couldn't remember if it actually bordered Jersey or not.
Scrump. His name is Scrump.
Scrump?
Yeah.
The Cranboys are at Brewworks, and they didn't invite us.
Who?
The Cranboys.
Who are the Cranboys?
They're a group of comic and art collectors.
Uh-oh.
And like 3/4 of them now live here in Delaware.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, 2 of them are brothers, but one lived here, and one of the other guys in the group had lived here for a handful of years now, and the one other brother just moved into town not too long ago. They're all originally from like the Canton area.
Yeah.
Grew up together collecting comics and all that kind of stuff, and they do cons as a group a lot of times. They're just a lot of fun, and Nate's stuff's still hanging up at Brewworks right now, so I'm assuming that's part of why they're there hanging out, aside from just the good grub.
Right.
Let's see. Rob's asking if these are available. Rodney, yours is a commission, correct?
Yes, this is a commission.
And Rob, mine will be eventually. Trying to get some pieces done to hang up in said Brewworks for next month. But this is actually an 11x17 that I'm trying to do on the stream for once. So we can talk after the fact, I guess. So I haven't figured out pricing on doing anything like this here lately.
And obviously, if you're interested in a stitch, I can do one for you later.
There we go.
Just not this one.
So I don't know why it just popped in my head, other than I hear movement from producer A.
Uh-oh.
So her sister called up, I think last weekend, and they were chatting.
Yeah.
And come to find out, her son has developed a love for He-Man.
Really?
Yeah. So guess who gets to go do some He-Man shopping?
Nice. Look how that worked out for you there, buddy.
Right. Steph's actually making some He-Man birthday invitations for him right now. Some custom He-Man birthday invitations.
There you go.
Using some He-Man and Skeletor artwork that I did.
What are you doing under there?
Yes, Justin, I am walking on clouds right now because I know it means I get to go find some He-Mans. And because, they've got like 2 different cartoons and a movie and all this stuff in the works, it means there's actually stuff that I can go look for.
You could get yourself in trouble.
I'm shopping for a 5-year-old and me, so even though producer A says not me, it's definitely me.
So you got to have 2 separate carts when you're shopping, right?
Yeah. I think he totally needs a sword.
Who are we talking about?
Our nephew's totally gonna need a He-Man
You
sword.
need the He-Man sword. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Steph says that I'm gonna probably be injured if I do that, but it's so totally worth it.
Well, no, he's the one that's going to put his eye out, not you.
Right? See, we should,
I don't know what this is.
I won't show it. It's all right. But we should totally find a sword that makes noises because that's always the best thing to get for little kids to annoy the crap out of their parents.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's a must.
Look, my duty stickers came.
Yeah, see, I need one too. So when Maddox comes to visit, that we can, play He-Man. Justin's helping my cause here.
Look, our duty stickers came.
Did you say duty stickers?
Duty stickers.
See, look up.
I'm a dudester. Is that the little alien guy you were working on?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We got his Kickstarter in the mail today.
That's awesome.
And I know why that book was dinged.
Why was it done?
That was the book I won. That they were giving away it wasn't something I paid for.
Oh, okay.
They were giving away stuff and I won again.
Gotcha. You're a winning fool, ain't you?
I know. And I don't even like this shit.
She's like, I don't like this. I just make it.
Why do I keep winning? Give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody who likes this shit.
And like that, Tina lost all her Kickstarter backers.
I do it because I love Monster.
That's right.
Not because I love comics.
She loves me.
Give me a book with some words.
Yeah, see, Justin brings a very valid point. Sean needs a sword too, just so he can play with his nephew. Just facts.
See, that's what I'm saying. I know they came out with a new sword. I do not know whether it lights up and makes noise, but I do know that they came out with one. Well, I haven't been sending you enough links then.
What to do.
Yeah, he apparently doesn't need a sword because he turned a back scratcher into a sword the other night to fight his father.
Yes, he needs a sword. He turned a back scratcher into a sword the other night so he could fight his father. See?
Now, see, that's a smart kid.
Yeah. And see, when I drove my dad nuts to have a sword, he actually, went out in the garage, found like a dowel rod, and put a piece of wood across it to create the scabbard. And here's a sword. Not a bright idea, to whack somebody with a piece of wood. Okay.
There you go, boyo. Have fun. Don't put your eye out.
It's not how I got a deviated septum. That's because multiple instances of a broken nose that I have fun and I blame my mom. One time was because I was.
How is your nose that Stephanie tried to break?
It's better. I caught a nice flying elbow to the nose and it bled a little bit. She was trying to blame the dog, but it was a total comedy of errors. I was trying to get in bed. She was trying to pull the blankets out from underneath Indy. And when she swung her arm back, it was right as I tried to climb into bed, and I leaned forward and wham, right into the very tip of my nose. And all I heard was crunch. And I'm like, oh, God. I heard crunch. and I put my hand up and I have blood and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
The night before his birthday trip, and I'm in full anxiety attack.
Yeah, Steph about passed out. It was brilliant.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, good news. Thanks for reminding me, Edward. Edward says on the list of things that Sean still wants some new He-Man toys and lunchroom pizza. My mom said the meat place that she goes to has the school pizzas.
Woohoo!
So next time I go over there, I'll swing by and get a pack.
Excellent. The pizzas, they do a body good. Life-size battle cat for both. Ooh.
Mighty Mouse.
Battle cat.
Speaking of battle cats, Sherman and Beanie are locked in Mortal Kombat.
Uh-oh. Is this going to go on Desherm's Instagram?
It might.
She has him. What show? She has him underneath the Kickstarter. Wait, not the Kickstarter. The treadmill.
The treadmill. He's like, let me out. She's like, no way, man.
I think Tina might need some rest. Yeah, that thing over there, the Kickstarter. Tina's just going to start walking around pointing at everything, calling it the Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Stickers, pins. No. Trifold brochures. No, stickers, pins.
She's going to start having like wicked Vietnam flashbacks of Kickstarter here.
Right.
So I'm contemplating doing some ink wash on this once I get it fully inked here.
That could be cool. In the sky or just overall?
I think overall, I think that's how I'll tone him instead of, because he's just shades of gray essentially.
Right.
And I did it on gray tone paper. My thought was kind of do some of the shadows and some ink wash, and then hit him with white colored pencil and paint and stuff to do the highlights.
I like it.
Then scan it. Maybe add a touch of color here and there, and maybe it becomes a print.
Make his eyes glow.
Make his eyes glow. Make the moon glow a little bit. Do up the sky a little bit more. Oh, so I totally forgot to ask you last night. Russell happy with his cover?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's pretty ecstatic.
Excellent.
Haven't talked to him.
Justin says my cat always randomly throw down. And Edward says, of course, they're coming out with a whole bunch of different Moon Knight Funko Pops. Excuse me. Yeah. I saw one earlier today. They're doing a Mr. Knight. And they're also doing the Marvel, what is it? Marvel Legends. The 6-inch series, whatever those are called.
Yeah.
They're doing a Moon Knight based on the designs from the show.
Okay.
They're doing, the classic Moon Knight costume and then the Mr. Knight. And I don't know what series it's part of, but the Build-A-Figure is the Ultron, whatever they called him, like Ultimate Ultron or whatever from What If.
Yeah.
That's the Build-A-Figure.
Oh, wow. You could tell we were concentrating. It got quiet all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get some of the stuff on the legs here. I think I'm gonna kill this brush just doing this piece.
Looks like I might need to rejuice.
Yeah, I found a marker this morning that I'm definitely gonna have to replace. Yeah, thing's not sealing right.
Yeah, I found one of those here a couple minutes ago.
Oh no. You two just got a whole bunch of markers.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of markers, but not this one. I didn't get that color.
It's okay, Sean. When you go shopping for those He-Man toys, give me a call. We can make a stop at Blake too.
Excellent.
We'll call it a road trip.
I did actually make a trip to Blake last week. Got a whole bag full of pens. I killed quite a few pens on the last couple of covers, so it was time to get some more.
Right. Tombos or Copics?
Copics, Faber-Castell, and I guess that was it. I got those. I got a bunch of the Faber-Castells because they come out a lot more black than the Copics. I can't use them if I'm doing stuff with markers, but working on any of the covers, it's nice because it actually comes out a nice black in the scan.
Yeah.
So I picked up some new stuff after I'd kind of killed some. And they started doing their pens in white. I haven't really got a chance to use them yet, but I grabbed a couple to try them out. I hadn't seen them yet except for I've got like a big fat version of it. I've used that a couple times and it works nice. So I figured,
Right.
oh, what the heck, we'll try it on standard pen size.
Oh, Cameron says Ezra's time as the Flash looks to be up. Thankfully, now they can finally get someone that can actually act and fit the role.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
I think I've seen people do worse and keep their jobs.
Yeah. I mean, they've already shot that movie. They're not going to replace him.
Yeah,
They've
and
got a movie in the can already.
they could for future stuff, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what that contract is.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have a behavioral clause in that contract. But
Yeah.
again, if they've got a movie already shot that's in the can with him in it, they're not going to shit can that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're going to go ahead and release that movie and just replace him going from this point on.
yeah, definitely. I'd say something about one of the other actors, but I'm just going to go ahead and scroll myself.
I just don't understand the behavior. You know, I mean, I mean, I can only imagine if I was a young actor making that kind of money, I could find a lot better things to do than what they do.
Oh yeah. I'm with Edward. I think the Flash movie is going to be okay because it's got Michael Keaton in it. It's the whole reason I want to see it.
There you go. I forgot about that.
And it's going to have Batfleck.
I'm just glad to see Michael Keaton back as an actor.
Oh yeah.
He's so insanely talented.
Supposedly Beetlejuice 2 is moving forward.
I've been hearing about that movie for 30 years.
Right? Hopefully it's going to happen. I mean,
I would love it, man. That's one of my favorite movies.
I think it was Tina that sent the article that I want to say it was like Brad Pitt's production company now picked it up.
Oh, that'd be cool.
At least I hope I'm recalling the right thing there. Yeah, and like Justin said, the Homelander dude did the same thing. Got drunk and assaulted somebody at a bar, and they both screwed up and did stupid stuff. But it's all going to come down to what kind of contract they got, and you know, is it stuff that people are gonna just kind of, I don't want to say laugh off, but I guess it kind of falls in that category. It's like, are people really gonna give a crap if Ezra Miller beat up somebody?
Yeah, considering that kind of shit happens all the time in Hollywood.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this. Other than seeing him on a TV show a handful of years ago, I mean, this is like his big acting gig. Like, I guess is he on enough people's radar that it even matters?
Yeah.
I'm not negating the fact of what he did was wrong, stupid, whatever. And
So what exactly did he do? Just get drunk and get into a fight?
yeah, if I understood the article right, it was like it kind of sounded like he was trying to defend somebody's honor. Like there was some sort of situation going on at the bar, and he went after, I think it was like a couple of people.
Yeah.
And started to fight, but I don't know.
Have you heard of Sean Penn?
Oh yeah.
That was a weekly occurrence when he was young,
Right.
especially when his brother was still alive. They were out being madmen together. That whole crew of guys, Nick Cage and Stoltz and all those guys, they were all buddies. They all grew up together. They were hell racers in Hollywood.
Yeah. We didn't have the internet back then, though.
This is true.
to blow it out of proportion.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, man. I mean, I can all the years that I went out drinking and raging when I was younger, and all the fights that I got into, and all the almost fights, and the brush ups, and the cat fights that you get in the middle of, and all that shit that never ever saw the light of day because it's just stuff that happens when you go out, and it's not that big a deal.
Right. And that's what I'm getting at is like, was this really that big a deal?
Right. Exactly.
That it actually means anything. Because somebody else is still working in the movies and supposedly has done worse.
Quite a few people.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to use my phone. Someone help me.
Big yellow one's the sun.
Oh my God, this is so stressful.
Makes you bet.
What's the debacle?
She can't know how to use her phone. That's what I said.
Yeah, I got nothing. Press the shiny button. Keaton has a way with characters that are named after flying things. This is totally right.
Yes.
Batman, Birdman, Vulture.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He better get some more screen time as Vulture.
Yeah.
Am I crazy, or did I just hear a sherm?
Yeah, that was my phone.
No, it's her phone.
No. Still trying to figure it out, huh?
She's working on it.
She done broke it, Captain.
Somebody's getting their ass kicked upstairs.
I heard that. Somebody's getting roughed up upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Judging on the sound and weight of that thud, I'm going to say it's Sherman. He's a big old softy.
Mm. Guys should be filming this and putting it on the Shermagram there.
Is it the Sherm site? Oh my God, you should have saw it the other night. I know Tina posted the pictures, but when we got home and we were laid down in bed, we're watching TV after BoilerCon, he got up underneath my chin and he just kept wiggling back and forth and scooching, trying to scooch up closer and closer. It was so damn cute.
Mhm.
He was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're home, Dad. Oh, please don't leave me again. Oh, give me some
Aw.
nubbins." It was so cute. He's something else.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's my little dude. You got a little dude too.
Yeah, he's been keeping me mighty warm the last couple nights.
There you go.
Especially last night. I was like, it was I think Tina shared the picture like a day or so ago of the trying to sleep with the cat in bed, and it's like I can't figure out why I've got back problems. that was totally me last night. I woke up and like he had been like laying on top of my leg for part of the night, and I think I was like all in a cockeyed position at some point. And I
Right?
woke up and my lower part of my leg was just throbbing. I'm like, oh my God, like I wanted to, I even did for a moment was like try to get up and walk it off,
Yep. Well, let me tell you what I did last night.
Uh-oh. Were there sharks?
There were no sharks involved. I nipped it in the bud before it got to that point. I got up and
What's your ice cream?
I came downstairs to the studio and I slept in my big comfy lazy boy chair.
Before the sharks and ice cream got you?
Yeah, I did a little bit of work.
He's getting better, but he's still got a little bit to go. Because he was putting his shoes on in the middle of the night. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
Well, it's cold down here at night.
like I'm going downstairs. I'm like, I don't remember what else I asked him, but it was like, okay, he's not sleepwalking. He's not leaving.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I was going to get some ice cream.
Went out to
UDF,
the,
UDF is open 24 hours.
there you go. Oh, you can go for some UDF. This weekend I totally owe Indy a trip to the Dairy Point. We've been telling them that for like 2 weeks that we were going to go, and we haven't had a chance to go yet.
It sounds good. Edward says he's got to go. All right, Edward. Well, you have a good night. We're going here in a couple minutes ourselves. So have a good night. Enjoy those books.
Yes, and hope you stay on the mend there.
Yes. You do not have permission from us to get any sicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and with that, it's
It's 9:30.
9:30 is a good stopping point. And Justin said, explains your dog barking so much. He is reminding you. Yes, he's taking out his aggression on the Port Mill person and giving me all sorts of grief because we haven't made it there yet.
Like, do you know that my dad hasn't taken me for my ride yet? That's what he's saying.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh. All right, guys. So it's that time. We've been here. We've drawn. We've talked. We talked a lot of food, and I don't know. That's all I got.
I think that's all we need.
There we go.
All right, folks. Another week has come and gone. We thank you for your support as always.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us, and Justin apparently has a lot of October ideas. Excellent.
Sweet.
just as a reminder, pretty sure A and I will not be here next week. But I think you guys are still streaming next Thursday, correct?
Yeah, and Friday.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday.
All right. So tune in, watch Rodney, and see what kind of shenanigans he gets up to.
Ho, 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 ho.
I will be watching
Dustin
some
Brunel's going to
wizards.
be on Thursday.
That's right. Dustin Brunel will be on with us on Thursday night.
Nice.
And then I don't know what we're doing on Friday night.
Just be sure to bring your galoshes and your goggles, folks. All will be fine.
All right. And on that note, everybody have a great night, a great weekend, and come back and see us next week during the mornings, and catch Rodney next week on Thursday and Friday. And where can we find the good Rodney Fike?
You could find me on Instagram at Rodney_Fike. You can find me on Facebook at Rodney Fike Art on Facebook. You can find me at Rodney Fike on Twitch, the Hasm YouTube channel, and at Hasm.com. That's HAZZUM for all of your small press, creator-owned, independent comic needs. What about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on the Facebook, the Twitch, the Instagram, the Twitter, and the whatnot at Sean Forney Art. And you can also visit the website, SeanForney.com, and search us on YouTube by looking up Sean Forney Art and find all these wonderful streams that we do. And a quick thank you, Cameron and Jim. Everybody, again, have a great night and great weekend. And I guess early happy Easter, since I won't be on next weekend to say that then. Yeah.
There we go. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.